Our dough has had 15 minutes to relax. It doesn't have to be exactly 15 minutes. If you want to go longer, don't worry about it. But we are going to be doing 4 stretches and folds, so if you start taking too long between stretches and folds, it's going to take you all day long before you're done with that process and letting your bread go into its proof mode. So 15 minutes at least to let the dough relax. We haven't salted it yet, so we'll be salting it now. Normally I use kosher salt and 4 teaspoons. Today I'm using Morton salt, so I'll only be using 3 teaspoons since Morton salt is a little bit saltier than kosher salt. Okay, for the stretch and fold, we want to have wet hands. And we're going to grab our dough, maybe work some of that salt into the dough, stretch it out, and fold it over. Turn the bowl 90 degrees, stretch it out, and fold it over. 90 degrees, stretch it out, fold it over, and once you've done it from all 4 directions, it's time to let our dough relax for another 15 minutes. Okay, time for stretch and fold number 2. It's going to look a lot like stretch and fold number 1. We're going to wet our hands. We really want to get our fingers underneath the bottom of the dough and stretch it out and pull it over. We should be feeling that the dough is a little bit more elastic than the last time we did their stretch and fold. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I did a 5 for you. And now this can rest for another 15 minutes. It's time for our 3rd stretch and fold. This time we're going to do things a little bit differently. Since the dough has been stretched twice, it's going to be a lot more elastic than the first 2 times, so we can be more aggressive in the stretching. So we're going to wet both hands and take the dough out of the bowl and pull it apart like a pizza. And we can't pull it too much, and then fold it back into the center and make a very pretty little dough ball. So this is how we'll be doing the stretch and folds from now on. Okay, time for our 4th stretch and fold. We're going to do it just like the last one. I will do between 4 and 6 stretches and folds depending on the texture of the dough. If the dough still feels lumpy or tears when you're doing the stretch and fold, then you probably need to keep doing more. So let's give this its stretch and fold. Oh, it's getting a little messy.
Hold it up so I can see it.
And we are getting a little bit of a tear. I probably should do a 5th stretch and fold. So we had a little bit of a tear happening with this stretch and folds. I also feel a couple of lumps in here. So we've done 4. I think we're going to need to do 1 more. This is our 5th stretch and fold. And with each stretch and fold, it's increasingly less lumpy and our dough is noticeably stronger. And this will be our final stretch and fold. We're going to let the dough rest here for 7 hours to proof. And since we're not going to bake tonight, once it's done with 7 hours, we'll put it in the refrigerator so we can bake it tomorrow.